Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here to catch up on the latest news where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. Good news for those in Oklahoma. The governor has signed off on a bill removing the state grocery tax. The new law is expected to save each Oklahoma shopper about $400 a year. This tax cut only applies to those state taxes, though. Cities and counties will still be able to apply a grocery tax. State leaders say they have finished another round of air samples in Taneytown. As we reported a couple of months ago, sulfur dioxide was detected near Waste Management's Ecovista landfill. In December, the Arkansas Division of Environmental Quality said it received several complaints from people living nearby. The state detected up to 0.2 parts per million of sulfur dioxide near Arbor Acres Avenue. The EPA says sulfur dioxide exposure can cause breathing problems as it hurts your respiratory system. Meanwhile, representatives for Waste Management say they'll continue to work with the state and say the Ecovista facility continues to operate in a manner that is protective of the health and safety of employees, customers, and community. Well, Crawford County election officials say they're addressing ballot problems of people who have voted early, what they've experienced. According to the election commissioner, these issues are with the House District 24 primary races. The Republican and Democratic ballots were missing names, and it's estimated that fewer than 10 ballots were affected by this. The election commissioner believes it was due to a data entry error, and everyone impacted has been contacted. Well, before we get to more news where you live, let's get a check of that weather with meteorologist Stephen Elmore. And Stephen, a lot colder today.
A lot colder today, about a 40-degree difference in those temperatures from where we were yesterday. Now, this cold snap is going to last a couple of days before we start to warm up heading into this upcoming weekend. So temperatures going to be into those 30s at least through Friday. By the time we get to the weekend, daytime highs already back up into the 70s and 80s. Across the river valley, the morning temperatures heading into Saturday and Sunday going to start off in those 40s and 50s. So one rain chance to get to heading into Thursday evening. Here's what it looks like on Futurecast for you. Taking a look, we're going to see some scattered showers roll through the evening hours, but really not a whole lot of effects. Temperatures still able to warm up for Friday. Higher elevation could see a few snowflakes here and there. Overall, not too much to worry about. Northwest Arkansas, the rest of this week, temperatures going to warm up throughout the rest of the week. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are looking amazing. We're going to hit the 80s by the time we hit the end of the weekend.
All right, thanks, Stephen. Well, the Fort Smith Board of Directors have agreed they need more time to decide what to do with the current space they lease for City Hall. The city has been renting space downtown for decades now, and city leaders say they want to expand to give employees more space while staying in downtown Fort Smith. 5 News reporter Lauren Spencer has those details.
City directors have 2 clear options for the City Hall lease agreement.
Should we lease the whole building, or should we just lease what we currently have and then go back and ask for additional space?
Right now, the city leases 3 floors and parts of 2 floors. Option 1 would allow the city to lease the whole building, but pay maintenance, utilities, real estate taxes, and insurance.
Because we have several departments that are cramped, departments that use large drawings. They're still in small space, and it really would have helped us solidify our position in downtown.
Option 2 would keep the agreement the same for now, but then later add more space to the lease agreement.
Only maintaining the current space we have, and then working with Mr. Littlefield to add more space, which he has told me he's amenable to doing.
Some directors favored leasing the whole building as it would be a home for all departments.
How do we do all those things that we've always wanted and we've had part of a building? So my thought is, why not take the whole building, allow for our government to transform to what we want it to do to be more efficient for our public.
While others feared the cost increase is too much. Rent would be around $48,000 per month.
I think that we can lease additional space and come up with something that is much more economical for the city than taking on the whole building. It's hard for me to justify doubling our rent cost and then go to the people and say, we're economizing everywhere we can, but we just doubled our cost in the building that we occupy.
Well, some directors have made it clear they want the City Hall to stay downtown and express concerns that it would be too expensive to build a new one from the ground up. Directors are expected to vote on this issue again at next Tuesday night's meeting. Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. Catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more.